Hiya! Welcome! It's been a little while, but we're finally back to do another vinyl box set unboxing. Here it is. Feels not much heavier than a single album, really. And in fact, this is one album. You know what it is. You've seen the title of the video, the thumber, etc. So why did I buy this? Well, think back to April of this year and Record Store Day 2025, and my main target, my main want from all the RSD releases this year was the 3LP Zoetrope reissue of All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. And as I've covered on the channel, certainly around that period of time, I missed out on it, and since then I've refused to pay flipper money. I was hoping that it might get some sort of limited reissue or restock later on in the year. Doesn't seem to be happening, and because I bought Electronic Sound and Wonderwall music on Zoetrope during Record Store Day 2024, I was hoping that I would build my George Harrison collection via those editions exclusively. So that's not the case, but I really wanted my first ever copy of All Things Must Pass, and that's what we've got here today. This is an edition released in 2021 to mark the 50th anniversary. There was lots of editions of this first proper solo album from George Harrison. I know we had Electronic Sounds and Wonderwall before that, but this was the first proper one that wasn't experimental or weird. And I'm sure there's been a lot of people show their specific versions of this 50th anniversary reissue here on YouTube, certainly back when it originally came out 4 years ago. This is also, by the way, getting a reissue, not this exact edition, but the normal 3LP black vinyl edition is getting another repressing, I would call it, rather than a reissue, very soon, I think. And the price was around the same as what I paid for this, really, from what I could tell. I thought this edition would be a nice compromise to the fact that I couldn't get the Zoetrope this year. So let's get it open. Oh, I've not told you where it's from. This is from the LP Cafe in Watford. I did order it via their Discogs page though, simply because they didn't have this listed with any of their second-hand records on their website. The only way to get it from LP was via Discogs Marketplace, but I'm going to treat this as an LP Cafe purchase, like I bought it on their website, even though I didn't. A lot of record shops, obviously, they've got the website, and the website has a lot of stock, but then also they've got other stock that you're not necessarily going to see, but they may have a Discogs Marketplace store as well. And some websites will link to the Discogs site, and I think LP are one of those who do that. Anyway, hopefully I've not made things more confusing there, knowing me, probably. So this edition, this copy, isn't brand new and mint sealed, but I think LP were classing it, they were grading it as near mint. I've used LP before, only once, but I do like to go back to record sellers and sites that I've been pleased with and that I've recommended in prior videos. Alright, so there we go. The triple album, this has been remixed by somebody. There's no hype sticker. I think there would have been one when this was originally sealed in cellophane, but that's fine. You know, I know it's a pre-owned product. You have to forego the little accoutrements like hype stickers occasionally. But All Things Must Pass, 50th anniversary, album artwork. It's got like a very sort of formal book style titling on the spine there. And that's pretty much it really as far as the outer box is concerned. Completely black and smooth on that side, and nothing else really to see on any more of the edges. Might as well get into it. That's what we're here for after all. So it opens out like a book. Now then, we have got the hype sticker in here. Someone just stuck it inside the box, which I do appreciate actually. Just give you a quick look at that. So it's the new mix by Paul Hicks, that's who did the 2021 anniversary remix, and it's 3 times 180 gram heavyweight splattered colour vinyl. I would have been perfectly happy with the normal black edition, and I nearly pre-ordered one of the repressings that's coming out, but I wanted something that was a little bit more akin to like a kind of gimmick sort of release, like the Zoetrope obviously was. And it was popular, I mean, way more popular than I expected it to be. I thought there would be loads of those left after Record Store Day, but shows how wrong I am. I'll just put that over there for a sec, show you the inside of the box. So in this inside of the box lid, we've got basically the track listing and some credits as well, tells you which musicians contributed to the album. For those who aren't familiar with the album, I'll read out the track listing. And of course, this is the standard album, although it is a triple album, always has been. There were other box sets released in 2021 that had a couple of extra LPs. And there was, of course, the famous Uber Deluxe box set as well that had all sorts of goodies in it. And I think you can still actually buy that. I'm sure I saw that on iMusic recently, but I don't think you get much change out of £1,000 for it. Anyway, the tracks. Side 1, I'd Have You Anytime, My Sweet Lord, Wah Wah, Isn't It a Pity, version 1. Side 2, What Is Life, If Not For You, Behind That Locked Door, Let It Down, Run of the Mill. Side 3, Beware of Darkness, Apple Scruffs, Ballad of Sir Frankie Crisp, brackets Let It Roll, Awaiting on You All, and the title track, All Things Must Pass. Side 4, I Dig Love, Art of Dying, Isn't It a Pity, version 2, Hear Me Lord. Side 5, Out of the Blue, It's Johnny's Birthday, Plug Me In. And side 6, I Remember Jeep, and Thanks for the Pepperoni. So there you go. Of course, any George Harrison fan, and I wouldn't consider myself an absolute expert on his solo material by any stretch. I mean, this is only the 3rd Harrison solo album I've ever owned now. But plenty of people will, of course, be more than familiar with all the tracks on this album, indeed all of Harrison's solo albums, which I do hope to eventually have a full discography of one day. But seeing as how Dark Horse seem to be releasing the Zoetropes every year for Record Store Day, presumably, what was his album after this? Was it Living in the Material World? Presumably that's going to be the Zoetrope release for 2026. So I'm going to hold off, hopefully try and get that. I was unsuccessful getting All Things Must Pass Zoetrope. Maybe the next one won't be quite as in demand, and if it is, then I will probably no doubt compromise again like I have done with this. Anyway, let's have a look at this booklet here. Not too many pages in it. Not sure if this is a replica of what might have been in the original album back in 1971. That probably isn't actually, because look, we've got this 2020 mix page here at the back. It's like a conversation between Paul Hicks and Danny Harrison, so that'll be nice to read while I'm listening to this. Some more credits there. Danny Harrison is the executive producer of this set. I feel a bit disorganised here, so I'm going to shove my rubbish up there and get this box back open properly. I think we've got a poster. I'm sure there would have been a poster in the original release. I mean, it's an album that's been reissued a ton of times and will no doubt get reissued many times more, but it's the first time I've ever owned it. There we go. Quite poor quality feeling paper, and I wouldn't say the photo's the best either. It seems very dark and not exactly high resolution. It's a free poster. Does anyone even put these up? I wouldn't, because, well, A, I don't think it's a very good one. It's not very good quality paper for one thing, and B, it just decreases the value of your set if you start taking stuff out and sticking it up on the wall with blue tack. Other colours of tack are available. So we've got an empty inner sleeve here, so I think what they've done is included the lyric inner sleeves, but they've also put the actual vinyl records in proper poly-lined bags. So that's nice. I like it when you get an album or a box set and they do that. You've got the best of both worlds, really. Speaking of the records, here is the first one. I mean, I'll probably show you them all, even though they're all going to look identical. But this, of course, is the green Splatter. Now that looks really cool, that. And then turn it round, and I was going to say it looked markedly different, but I think it's because of the way the light's shining. So it looks more black with a bit of green from how you can see it, and indeed how I can see it looking at my phone screen. But as me sitting behind it here, it looks very green with just kind of black dots. So it's like an optical illusion, really. And so as I hold it up to my extra light here and move it around a bit, it sort of really changes right in front of you. So that's very, very nice, that. So yeah, that's my Zoetrope compromise. I like coloured vinyl. Yes, I know, I'm very frivolous. I like patterned, so why not? We'll quickly go through the rest of the contents, which is all going to look pretty similar to what I've already shown you. Sorry, I'm having to tip things out here. I can't find one of those handy ribbons where it can pick stuff up out of a box set more easy. So that'll be the lyric inner for LP2 in kind of a grey-green colour. This will be LP2, I'm assuming. I mean, I could have done with wearing my glasses to really check, but I'm assuming the previous owner of this box set put everything back in the right order, it seems to be. There you go, same kind of deal as the first disc, and undoubtedly the third one as well. So the last two items in this box, presumably, the lyric inner for LP3, nice apple jam photo, I think it's a photo on there, little Apple logo there as well, and the centre label's markedly different on LP3, because I mean it is the Apple Jams portion of the album when all said and done, but I do like that, it makes it a bit different, but of course the colour and the pattern is the same as the first two. And that is it. Just to show you, nothing at the back of the box or on the bottom of the box, just the orange card. So as I start putting all this stuff back, I will tell you what the price was, because I didn't mention that, I don't think. This was £100, and then postage from LP Cafe to me is £6 something, basically £106 something. I thought that was a good price for this. I know that you can get the 5 LP version with all the extras and rare takes and demos and things for around a similar price, but I'm not really interested in all that. I am a Beatles fan, as you all know. I did start collecting Paul McCartney / Wings albums, and I'm going through those collecting wise as the half-speed masters get released, so it's certainly a marathon, not a sprint, because I'm at the mercy of the release schedule there. And it's the same with George Harrison now, really. I was just waiting for the Zoetrope Record Store Day editions every year from Electronic Sound and Wonderwall onwards. No Zoetrope for me this Record Store Day, but this green Splatter edition I think's lovely, and I've just realised I've left the hype sticker there. I'll stick that back in. It's nice that the previous owner did think to save that as well. So the 50th anniversary green and black Splatter edition of All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. Can't wait to hear this album. Obviously I've heard certain tracks on it, and I love certain tracks on it, but never owned a copy of this album before, so delighted that I do today. Thank you to the LP Cafe, and thank you to all of you for watching this video. I want to give special thanks to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. I'm going to go now and of course start listening to All Things Must Pass by George Harrison. I know it's a lot of people's favourite Harrison solo album. Is it yours? Let me know. Should I be looking forward to the next Zoetrope, or should I just kind of forgo all the Zoetrope collecting now and just collect George Harrison in a more easy and obtainable way? Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments if you wish, or don't. Just click off this after it's finished and we'll say no more about it. But I'm going to go ahead and listen to this triple album now, and I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next record collecting and box set unboxing video. Cheers everyone. See ya!